you've been waiting to watch. The man who should be watching his weight. That's pretty easy to do, but the sticks out really far. Anyway, here he is, my uncle, Mr. Red Green.
Thank you very much. Got a real exciting show for you here today. The bunch of us have decided to build a cable car ride up at Rock Reef Point by duct taping some grocery carts to a garage door opener. We need one more part to make her work. Harold, did you get into town and get that 9-volt battery like I asked you to?
Oh, no, not exactly. The old man Sedgwick, he was going into town already anyway. So I just asked him to pick up the 9-volt battery and get me some cherry licorice, too.
Oh, Harold. Old man Sedgwick is not reliable. His brain only lasted this long because he never uses it. Whenever he goes to town, he just steals something, comes home in a police car.
Oh, is that right then, huh?
Yeah, that's
well,
right.
then I guess he didn't do exactly as I asked.
I'm sure he didn't.
He didn't bring back a 9-volt battery
No,
then,
I'm sure he didn't. I'm sure
okay,
he didn't.
well, then maybe you can explain this. Wait a sec, that's not it. That's not a battery. I got one. Just a sec. Hold the check. What do you say now?
Officer, the guy you're looking for is standing right here. On today's show, Garth Harville's going to show you how to get rid of pigeons. I'm going to make a handy-dandy cable car to get you and your buddies up the side of the mountain. Buzz Stewart has made, believe it or not, a trailer for his airplane. And here's the bad news. Harold is Harold. Well, old man Sedgwick's in the slammer for shoplifting. It's okay, Harold, you can come out now.
Well, I only stole a 9-volt battery, Uncle Red. Surely they won't incarcerate him for that. Or is there an election coming up?
It's not so much the theft, Harold. It was the resisting arrest. Throwing the meat pies and making the body noises in the back of the cruiser.
You know what? Oh, this is great. I could be his lawyer. Yeah. Because, you know what? Because I know lots of stuff about law. I do. I got every episode of Law and Order on tape. Got them all, right? I know all about, like, tenants and precedents.
You don't know much about briefs. In keeping with the theme of criminal activity, later on in the show, Bill's going to teach you how to watch out for pickpockets. The main thing is you got to pay attention.
Garth Harville here, Animal Control, with another important tip on how you control your animals. Come on in here, Red.
Boy, Garth, a bit of a head injury there. Chasing bears in a cave, were you?
No, Red, exactly the opposite. Boy, did I nail myself. Smacked right into a stalactite. Bears didn't eat me, though. I think when I went down, they must have thought something was wrong with me.
Yeah, bears are smart that way.
No, I lay in that cave for half a day unconscious. When my boss Leo found out, he docked me 4 hours' pay. I hope Leo dies before I do. I can't wait to see the look on his face when I don't show up at his funeral.
Garth, do you have an animal tip of any kind for us here?
Huh?
Animal tip of any kind?
Oh. Pigeons. Pigeons are an important link in the ecological chain.
Oh, yeah.
Because they take things like old grubs and food stuff and they redistribute them from the sky. Usually on your front walk or your windshield.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Red, one way to get rid of pigeons is with a grenade launcher, like this. Of course, we can't do that, Red.
No?
No, we can't.
Oh, all right. You know what we do at the lodge?
Yeah.
We take little lead pellets there, cover them with honey, huh? You get a pigeon to eat a few of those, and he's traveling on foot for a while.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that, Red. What you need is this stuff. Sticky grease.
Oh, yeah.
The pigeons do not like to perch on gooey stuff. So I load my squirt gun here with a bunch of this sticky grease, and then I just spray it all over the eaves troughs.
Oh.
And that gets rid of the pigeons. See? Look at that. There they go now.
I'm thinking that grease works as a bit of a laxative, too.
Another super day.
Oh, I have an old car. The seats are all stained. It was old when I bought it, and that hasn't changed. I had my first date in it, my first kiss, my first pass, my first romantic encounter when I ran out of gas, my first parking infraction, my first toxic leak, and still not my first car payment, but I'm hoping to have the money together by early next week. Well, with old man Sedgwick locked up in jail and them holding that 9-volt battery as evidence, my plan for a cable car is pretty much on hold. So what I've had to do is to come up with an alternate plan for a cable car. So this week in Handyman Corner, I'm going to show you how you can build one of these units yourself, even if you're like me, 9-volt battery impaired. All right, the first thing you're going to need is a spare tire, just like the ones that are on your car. Now, if you don't have a spare like that, what you can do is just hang around the mall parking lots until somebody with your kind of car comes in. I'll tell you, trunks are pretty easy to open. I suppose if all the cars are nicer than yours, try hanging out at Walmart. All right, now the first thing you want to do is to pry the tire right off the rim. All right, now there's a good reminder there. What you want to do is take the air out of the tire first. Oh my gosh, that smells. Oh, must be Prince Charles' tire. Smells like the heir to the throne. All right, that tire should just pop right off there, I would think. She's coming. And it's basically just that easy. So now what you want to do is attach the rim. You want to let her cool off a bit, you know, and of course while you're doing that, get yourself a clothesline with the clothes still on it. These aren't all that hard to come by. All you need is a pair of cutters and a dark knife. Take all the clothes off her, and then what you want to do is get your rim and attach that to the outside of one of the drive wheels on your car. Now, you can hold this on there with really long bolts if you like, or maybe you can weld that on there, but remember, there's going to be people in this cable car. So you want to attach this with something you trust your life to. All right, now, this is a car, and this is a cable, hence the term cable car. Only needs one more thing to make it work. A tree at the top of the hill to wind the cable around. Now all I have to do is come back down to the car, attach this to the front, and next time I'll be able to come up the hill without walking. All right, now what you want to do is thread that through your front bumper there and attach that on and secure that up there pretty snug. Snug her up. Snug her right up. Get her snug. And then the way she works is as soon as I start up the engine and pop her into gear, it'll tighten up the cable, and the car will basically pull itself up the hill with the passengers safely inside. They got a heated compartment in here. You got music. You got your beverage containers, and the beauty is you don't even have to steer. Let's give her a try. All right, that was my fault. Just got to attach the cable to something a little bit more secure. I had the brains to remove some of the excess weight from my cable car. It's going to run a little better now, and I've actually secured the cable directly to the frame. Let me We should have thought of that before. Hindsight's always 20/20. Usually comes from somebody who wasn't even there. Anyway, remember, the women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy. They'll find me at the top of the ski hill. For Buzz Sherwood saying hello in his own special way. Okay, you got new neighbors moving in down the street. They look okay from a distance. And as you're peering at them through your binoculars to see if their faces look familiar to you from television shows like America's Most Wanted, your wife comes running into the bedroom, tells you to put your pants on. She's invited the new people over. Now, I know you're going to have a negative reaction because you're thinking you already know more people than you want to know. And anybody who would buy a house on the same street as a chlorine factory is an idiot. Except for you, of course. But you've got entirely the wrong attitude. When the moving van pulls into the driveway, you run right over there. You say, howdy, neighbor. All the time keeping an eye on everything coming out of the truck. What you're looking for is power tools, gardening equipment, and especially a big screen TV. When it becomes obvious that they're a little better off than you are, you try to figure out some way the families can get together at each other's houses maybe once a week, even more often during the playoffs. It's okay to give a little as long as you get a lot. That's called free trade. Remember, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together.